Oh, this jumpsuit's Has this jumpsuit shrank? Hi guys, have you missed me? We're back. Winter's not exactly the most ideal time for making lawn care videos, so we've had a bit of a hiatus, and because I'm a good guy, I've let my weeds go so that I can show you the advantages of using NSFW selective herbicide. So as you can see, for anyone that's been following the channel for a while, we are in my backyard, or what resembled my backyard, and there are some weeds that are currently higher than where I sit. Today we're going to spray NSFW, our selective herbicide, which should take care of most of these weeds, just to get ready for the start of the season. I shouldn't have let it go, but I didn't put any pre-emergent out, and this is what it looks like. So I guess cautionary tale, if you are concerned about weeds in winter, get your pre-emergents out. But today we'll be putting NSFW out. When we recommend the weed and feed pack, we recommend people put the Trojan out first and put the NSFW out later. We won't be doing that. It's not quite hot enough here for us to be fertilizing with a granular, but obviously parts of Australia like Brisbane and up, you've got some heat now, you might be able to put the Trojan down first and then treat your weeds. So that's what we're doing today, and then we'll come back here in maybe 2 weeks and just show you the result of the weed spray. All right, so NSFW selective herbicide is what we'll be using today at my house to spray out a bunch of weeds and some clover. I think we've got some broadleaf, some clover. We've got some winter grass here, which this won't kill, so we're gonna have to treat that separately. We've also got some ryegrass that's from an oversow I did ages ago, which is gonna need to be treated separately. I will be putting all of this safety gear on, but I can't talk with it on, so I'll just talk you through what I'm gonna do. We've got a Solo 414 battery operated backpack sprayer here. I've made sure that there's a charged battery that's charged enough for us to operate. It's been rinsed, it's got nothing else in it, so that's really important. You wanna make sure that when you're applying chemicals like this that you don't have pressure spray that's got glyphosate or potentially a chemical that could harm the lawn still in the container. I'm going to follow the instructions on the back of this label. There's actually a little booklet in here that will tell you how to apply, what to apply, that kind of thing. My lawn's 160 square meters. This product is a 50 mil per 100 square meter product, so we're looking at about 75 or 80 mil. I'll work it out before I use it. We'll apply water to the chemical and we'll mix it up in this tank. Now, if you're not sure how much water you need to get your area covered evenly, you want to go look at the video that Jonesy's done around calibration. I know that this lawn's about 8 litres to cover it at the pace that I walk, so I'll be putting 8 litres of water in here with about 70 to 80 mils of NSFW, and then I'll be evenly applying that with a broadcast over the whole lawn. It's really important with NSFW that you're not spot spraying it. It's very hard to ensure that you get accurate application, and you might over apply it. If you over apply NSFW, you are going to harm your lawn, so you want to watch out for that. So as I said, I've got the 414 sprayer here. I've got NSFW. I have a measuring cup to ensure that we have the right amount. I've got rubber gloves. I'm wearing obviously a cloth overalls. I've got a respirator and I've got a hard hat just for added effect. So we'll spray this out over the lawn. I want this to probably have at least 4 hours to dry, which is about how long until my dog comes back. So we do have a German Shepherd. This is safe for use around him, provided that the lawn is dry before he re-enters the area, which is what we'll do. We'll make sure that he doesn't come out here until he can. So we're going to do that now, and then we'll be back here in about 2 weeks to see the results. I don't have my sunglasses on, do I? They're very clear. Let's go. Okay, so that's 50 milliliters per 100 square meters of NSFW broadcast sprayed over my 160 square meters of turf. 8 liters was just the right amount. Without rain for 4 hours, we should be all right. I think we're going to be okay. It was only 10% chance of rain, but as you can see, behind you there's blue skies, so hopefully we're okay. As I said before, we'll be back here in a couple of weeks just to show you what that's done, and then we might just have to do some alternative herbicides on things like the winter grass and our good friend ryegrass. Okay, so it's been 12 days since we sprayed NSFW here at my house, and as you can see, the weeds have started to wilt. They're effectively dead, but they're just going through that process of deteriorating or biodegrading. In situations like this where the weeds are quite big, you could physically remove them. That kind of defeats the purpose of me spraying them. And so at my place, I'm just going to mow them out. What will happen then is you'll obviously have dead stumps, but that's fine. There's also some weeds in my lawn that are going to require different treatment. So we've got some winter grass and some ryegrass that I want to spray out. But from an NSFW standpoint, that has taken care of all of the weeds that it takes care of, which is those broadleaf weeds, clover, that kind of thing. And then I'm going to apply Trojan and probably BBW here to get some wetting agent into the soil. We'll get the lawn actively growing. It's a bit asleep at the moment. And then we will look to core it probably a couple of weeks after that, once it starts moving a bit more. You'll be excited to know my dog's decided that the side area is again a play pit, and he started digging holes, so we're going to need to deal with that separately. But I'm really looking forward to this season. I think we're going to have some really good weather here in South Australia. I'm going to do a bit of testing on my lawn. We've never really had a good understanding of what's going on from a soil standpoint, so we will be doing a soil test at some point. And to be honest, I probably should have done it today. We've just been so busy with everything that we're not keeping up with the content, but yeah, that's where it's at the moment. So we'll be back here in probably a week or two to apply some Trojan. I might even mow this stuff out in the next week, maybe this weekend. And then you'll start to see some changes as we see some better weather. So yeah, as with anything, if you've got any questions or comments, stick them in the comments section below. Feel free to send us a DM if you need some help. But other than that, I better go. I'll see you soon.